What's going on, Motorsports fans? Our guest today is the first female driver we've had on our show. She accomplishes more in a year than some of us do in 10. She handles her work life as she does her driving style. All go. She's an employee, a race car driver, a show promoter, enthusiast, a photographer, and a videographer. She has met and befriended more people in the race community than anyone I know, and is always willing to meet more. Some people have no clue who Nicole Hobales is, and we are honored to introduce you to her. We will get started right after this. This show would not be possible without the following sponsors. The International Roll Racing Association. From the street to the strip to the pros. For more information, log on to raceirra.com. Street Warriors. Others may try to destroy the street racing culture. Street Warriors celebrates it. For more info, head over to street-warriors.com. That's Warriors with a Z. Thank you, and welcome to the show. Because now we can say anything we want.
Yep.
What's going on, Motorsports fans? This is Jared here. Always with me is my brother Brett. And today we got Nicole Hobales with us.
What's up, guys?
Yeah, she's if you don't know who this is, I feel sorry for you. She's a car enthusiast, a published photographer. I had to take notes on this one. I normally don't. I usually memorize everything, but I literally had to take notes on you because you do a lot.
Well, that's crazy.
That
impresses me.
I'm gonna bring you back.
Your research.
I'm gonna bring you back. We're gonna go all the way back, and then we're gonna come all the way forward. And this might be a long one, but we're gonna have some fun.
Hey, we got all night.
Hell yeah! So, how old were you in 2007?
2007. 20.
So, I gotta read something for you, and you're gonna tell me how this makes you feel. You probably feel old.
Oh boy.
It says Nicole Hobales is getting ready for her third run of the night. The 19-year-old from Miami stands out for two reasons. She is a female in a sea of testosterone, and she is driving a little front wheel Honda CRX with no front bumper that is dwarfed by the muscle cars around it.
That's nuts.
Did you ever read that?
Yeah, it's been a long time though. I have it printed out somewhere.
You actually got the paper?
Yeah.
Frame it?
That was a Sun Sentinel, and that was out at County Line Dragway.
Yep.
Yeah, before it closed down.
Is that where you started racing?
Pretty much, yeah. That's where I learned how to drive for the most part.
That's crazy.
I had a CRX, no front bumper. It was a mess. It was such a mess.
Was that your first car?
That was my second car, but it was my first car that was stick shift.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's go all the way back. Let's start. We're gonna try to run through it fairly quick, because I know we run long sometimes, but the hell with all that. Where did it all start? What got you into racing? What was the first car? Did you just go to the track with family?
Man, I've been into cars since I was like a child, as far back as I can remember. The same story as everyone else. Hot Wheels and whatever,
I love them Hot Wheels.
Then, a couple years later, you get Fast and Furious and all that craze. And man, it was just natural.
I hear you.
It's just a natural calling, you can say. Man, I was lucky enough to be given my first car by, my aunts, and it was automatic. It was a Civic 4-door, and dude, it was insane. It was a complete ricer.
Really?
Yeah, but that was all hot.
It was the big muffler back in the day.
The
They're
big
still
mufflers,
around.
the stickers, the lights, all that good stuff. I was a complete ricer, but that car ended up getting complete transformation. I graduated one day and I did a H22 swap.
Damn.
And it was pretty serious.
I feel like everyone I've talked to so far, the first engine swap, the first car they get, they're like, yeah, I engine swapped it. Most people when I went to high school, people are like, yo, I did an intake and an exhaust.
That's it.
You guys are straight just engine swapping stuff, randomly engine swapping stuff.
Hey, no, but it progressed. It was a huge progression, going from one to the other.
Right. How many cars have you owned?
Oh man, it's a huge list. I don't know. I can list them.
List them.
I'm
gonna put money on it right now. Their majority of them are Hondas.
Most of them are Hondas. I had my first car was a Civic 4-door. Ended up H22 swap. Had my CRX. Then I had what did I have after that? I had a Mazda Speed Miata.
I could see you in a Miata.
Yeah, it was fun. That's where I really learned how to drive, rear wheel drive, turbo.
Yeah.
It was a fun car. After that, I think I had a Honda Fit. I had a Civic with a single cam turbo. I got myself into a WRX that I leased it. I broke it and I turned it in.
Oh my God.
Yeah, real quick. After that, that's when I got my Subaru, which is when more or less was when I met you.
That was the BRZ.
Yeah, the BRZ.
I remember that thing. I missed that thing.
Yeah.
Because I think I missed it just because when I met you, that's what you were driving.
You got that car in a magazine.
I did get that car in a magazine.
Yeah, big thing. Look at you.
What do you rent your own cars?
Man, I used to when I had like time for it, but man, yeah, I gotta say I used to big time. I used to be that person that was like coming inside freaking black, dirty, and got a lot done.
What car got you into the most trouble? That's what I gotta know.
Man,
'cause every car person gets into trouble. We all know.
Honestly, I got pulled over for street racing in my car when it was automatic, and that cop scared me so bad. And my dad is a police officer too, so they really scared me straight. And
I can see that.
The track, I'll tell you, county line opened just in time.
Oh
yeah.
I hope it makes a comeback. I know PBR is my home track, but they need one down there.
We need it. We definitely need it. Like for the streets, for the sake of lives, we need it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
So, you said that you don't have time to rent on your own car, and that's because you do.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I would love to.
I know you would, but I don't know your schedule, but I know some of just from knowing what shows you go to and things like that, and like all the things that you do, I literally had to write down a list of all the stuff that you do, right? So you go to PRI, right? That's the only one that
I've been to PRI once.
Been to PRI
when it was in Florida. Because they used to be in Orlando before they moved to Ohio.
Yeah.
Ohio, now, right? Or
I think it's
Indiana.
Indiana. It's Indianapolis. They do it in the Colt Stadium, I think.
Yeah.
But you've been to WECFest, SEMA, Clean Culture, Import Face Off, IRRA, Dream Fest, which we'll talk about that, H-Day, FL2K. You just went to Ratchet Fridays, Street Warriors events, the Honda Acura Mega Meet, Daytona Truck Meet, IBOC Meet, Low and Clean, Race Car Kev's Meet, which he does annually. I think he's up to like 8 or 9 now.
Yeah.
Tuning Evo, Motor Vice, Hot Wheels. You've been to Texas, New Jersey, Vegas, 3 tracks in Florida, and 8 locations in Florida for shows.
Damn.
Thank you for putting that into perspective.
I just want you to know like what you do. Because like I don't know if you've ever actually just opened up your calendar, because like that's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy to see it like written down.
And that's not all of it. I only picked out some of the stuff. Like I was like, there was more
crazy.
that I could have kept going. How do you do that?
Dedication? I don't know. Passion?
You're living the life that everybody wants to live.
I guess you can say that. I mean, I look forward to each and every event that I go to because I like to, to see the people. I get to see cars progress, from nothing to something, sometimes. And it's cool. It's cool. And you get to see the people, you get to meet the people, talk, and you make these connections with people that they're special.
It's always the connections. It's always the people.
It comes down to the people.
That's what racing is. You know what I mean? That's what gets you hooked.
That's so crazy.
It is.
I knew you did a lot because I was actually talking with Sinclair back on our other podcast, and I was like on our other episode, and I was like, man, like she does a lot. And he said, yo, she's always busy. Every time I message her, she's somewhere else. And then so I decided to look it up just because I knew you were coming on the show, and I was like, damn, you do so much. What's your favorite show?
My favorite show.
Yeah, we're gonna do favorite show and favorite race. I think race is probably, other than Dreamfest, would be H-Day.
I have a lot of fun. Like H-Day for me is like work, right? Like I go there and I work. It's 2 days of nonstop racing and car show, and I try to make the most of it with like, as far as meeting people,
Right.
but it's so many cars and it's so much going on, you know, that it's hard. And so like, I feel like HJ is like work, you know, but it's cool. Cause like, that's what I'm there for, you know, and that's cool. As far as fun, dude, Motor Vice was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Motor Vice is really fun. That one, I've been to Tampa and to Texas.
Okay.
What made it stand out?
It's
I don't even know what Motor Vice is.
It's like one of those 80s, 90s themed, and people come like dressed up in outfits.
Get out of here.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like the mullets and
Oh man, dude, that's crazy.
it's awesome.
I didn't
like
know
some
that.
of the pictures that came out of that event were like priceless. Just because people came out there to have a good time, knowing, you know, we're gonna dress up and we're gonna
It's
be
just gonna
listening
be
to
fun.
the music. They had the music. They had a drum contest, a
Right.
drum off, whatever.
Get out of here.
It was fun.
Mostly older cars then are racing.
No racing. Just
No racing, just show.
That was a car show.
That was a car show.
That was a car show.
Okay.
That's cool.
Good time. Very good time.
What? That's crazy.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. I might have to start traveling for some shows.
They're coming again in February.
Where is it?
Tampa.
You know? Oh, it's in Tampa.
Tampa.
Are you going again?
Yeah.
Yeah, of
That was
course.
fun.
Yeah.
That's your favorite show.
Got it.
How many cars show up to H Day? That was in Maryland, right?
I'm scared to give a wrong number. It's a lot though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I will say 1,000. I mean, combined like racing and
Car shows.
car show and everything. And it's a 2-day event, remember? So some come one day and don't come the next day. But really, the second day is the big day.
I didn't think it was going to be that many.
I might be over.
Yeah, but still,
But it's a lot.
It feels
It's a lot.
if it feels like 1,000 and it's only like 400. Still, I mean that's crazy.
And
that's a lot.
that's a cool show because you get a really wide range of cars. You're
Right.
getting, you know, the anywhere from like the mild builds all the way to the full, you know, full race cars.
Right.
Even, you know, race cars in the show and
So
everything.
they
is
have
cool.
a street car class and then they do regular race class. And
They have a show and then they have a race. It's
That's
just
crazy.
two.
so to kind of veer off a little bit,
Yeah.
what started? I don't think everyone knows actually everything that you're behind.
Okay, so the biggest thing is like my job. Like I work at VMS Racing, which like I've been there now 9 years.
Been there a while.
I was actually a customer first, and I swear I would sit there in that showroom while my car was getting, you know, something done in the back, and I would tell that guy, you know, I was in high school or
Yeah.
whatever. I'm gonna work for you one day. And like one day I needed, you know, help, and he offered me a job, and I've never looked back.
That's awesome.
That's
You
awesome.
know, and we have really built a strong brand, you know, together. And
I mean,
we work hard. We have a huge team, you know. I shouldn't say huge team. We have about a 12-person team, but it feels, you know, for what it is, it feels like a big team.
Yeah, because I've been there. I've been around the track and race. Yeah, that's all it is dedication from making something small to big. But like,
Yep.
I've been around for 3 years. Wow, I don't even know. Maybe like 3 years. So in that time, I've seen VMS go from maybe being on a car here, a set of wheels on a car here, or something like that. And now I see it literally. I see them on everything.
We push. We're really pushing.
That's-
We work hard, you know.
What do you mainly do for them?
I that's a big
Everything?
question. Yeah, I mean, I open it up and I close up, you know, and I manage everything in between as much as I can, you know, to help them. As far as the warehouse and pictures and, you know, online sales and whatever I can, really.
Oh yeah, is like being involved with VMS what got you into like HAonly.com? Because you do that too.
Like, yeah, yes and no, because I take a lot of inspiration from the owner, Enrique. So, you know, he does a lot, you know, and he's always on social media, and I see him, I see what he does, and, you know, he's a huge inspiration to me.
I got to get him on here too because I've met him. He's pretty legit.
Oh boy.
How big of an influence is social media for you guys?
I mean, as for any other company, I think it's big. I think it's important to show presence on social media for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's everything nowadays.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
mean, right?
For sure. What does HAonly.com do? Like what can people expect of when they go there? When they go, not if.
When they
go there. Because they're gonna log on. They have to.
I provide like the best I can an event calendar. Most importantly for Florida, but I try to also add like nationwide events.
Right.
At least the important ones. And if you have an event you want on there, just hit me up. I got you for sure.
Oh yeah.
It's hard to put to find them all or to know all the events.
Right.
But it's cool. What else? Dude, pictures. What I do.
Pretty much how I met you.
And
pictures.
The videos that I'm trying to get into.
Getting there.
Eh.
I've seen the page. I've seen the page. You're coming. They're coming.
You got to show face, and that's something I'm working on.
Yeah. For how much you have on your plate, I'm amazed that you're able to accomplish what you can accomplish. So, yeah, because you work at VMS Racing, and that's like your main gig.
Yeah.
And then they're sending you everywhere. You're going everywhere for all this other stuff, and then you ended up creating a race and a show. So we're going to get into that, but I don't want to get into it yet. I want to ask you. So VMS Racing started in 2002, and you said Enrique started it.
Yes.
What, you started out of his garage?
He used to work for. He's always been into cars too.
Yeah.
He's worked for Honda dealerships, and he was owner at Honda Tech.
Okay.
Back in the day, he worked for Aerospeed, which is another brand you may remember.
That's everywhere. That was everywhere.
It was everywhere.
It was everywhere.
So he started VMS Racing. Well, it was called Vision Motorworks back in the day, but we had to change the name to VMS Racing at one point, and
that was it. And then you guys started True Spike. Was that around from
True
the
Spike
beginning?
lug nuts. No, that's something relatively new. It's been around roughly, I'll say 3 years or so.
Right.
And it's really, really grown at a rapid rate as far as the truck market. It's huge.
It's mostly trucks. I know you guys.
I mean, it's available for
everything.
All cars. I mean, Ferraris and
if you want
like
to put
Euros, whatever you want, we got it.
Monster spikes on there.
But yeah, dude, they're crazy.
Hell yeah! And then I know VMS won. Well, I don't know if it was for True Spike or VMS, but they won a SEMA award.
Actually, we've been to SEMA as VMS and as True Spike, so we've won awards.
For both.
For both at separate times.
That's legit. What's SEMA like? Because I've never been.
You need to go.
You need to
You need to get your media pass and you need to go.
Oh, yeah? Like go as a photographer?
You'll have a ball, yeah.
Damn.
It's too much. It's too much to take in. Like you haven't seen the cars like at that level what you're going to see there.
Really?
In my opinion.
I will say that, like, other than a few car shows, every car show I go to in Florida seems to have a lot of the same cars.
I hear that a lot, but in my humble opinion, that's gonna happen, man. Like when you go to a local show, you're gonna see the local people, but make the most of it and talk to them and have that conversation that we were talking about before, Yep.
But that didn't happen with you. So what's the difference between what you did and what everyone else is doing?
I don't know.
It's got to be the connection. So, like, for everybody who doesn't know, Nicole started what we have as Dreamfest. Last year was the first one.
That was the first one.
It's a car show and a roll racing event. Did they do digs last year? I can't remember.
They did.
I think they did a few digs at the end of the night. But mostly roll racing, car show, and it's one of the only shows. It was in November last year, too.
No, last year we did it in July. In the summer, and it rained before the show. And we were
that.
really, really nervous.
This year it's November. It's
This year is
4th.
November.
November 14th at PBIR.
Yeah.
And the one thing I have to say about that, is the cars that came to her car show, a lot of them were coming from, seemed like out of state, or out of town, out of garages that
Wasn't just the norm.
no, it wasn't the norm. Like I saw a lot of the normal cars out there,
Right.
but then I also saw cars that I've never seen before. And
I saw
was-
cars I had never seen.
I was so stoked. And it's like for a first year event, a first time event, it just blew up. It felt like it was so huge. There was people there. It was packed. The place was packed. And the racing was great. And honestly, I will tell you that it's one of the only events. So I went there to shoot photography. And I'll tell you that it was one of the only things that I put the camera down. I took a bunch of photos and I actually showed them to you, but I put the camera down. I was so excited to actually be there, and I was so excited to see the cars in the car show and the racing that you put on that
That's when you know you got like a solid.
I forgot to take photos.
I appreciate you saying that.
It was legit.
That's crazy.
So-
You know, like at one point I went to the restroom, and when I came out, I saw the car show, and I was like, I had a tear, to be honest. I was like, wow, it's crazy.
That's legit.
It's crazy.
That's cool that you even got a chance to take a step back and see what it was like, and it wasn't just run here, run there, but it was probably like just a moment, but it was a chance where you were able to.
It was just a
take it in.
second. Yeah, it was just
Yeah.
a second. And then I went back.
But it
running off.
obviously meant a lot.
It
too.
did. It did. I really, that for me was everything right there.
Well, I saw when I talked to you, I was like, "Yo, what's going on?" You were like, "I don't know. I'm in a million different places at once." But it went off well.
But I tried. I made sure say what's up to as many people as I could, and just I try to be for the people, and like I try to take pictures of the underdogs and the people who normally don't get their pictures taken, and like for me, that's it. That's what I try to do.
So you got VMS Racing, you got Dreamfest, you're always at the IRA events. You used to race them. Are you racing them this year?
I want to.
Oh, come on.
I want to race in the C4.
Yeah.
I haven't tested my car.
What have you done? All right. You
It's
got a
stock.
new car. You got a new car. All right, stock. You got a new car.
Yeah.
What's the new car?
Civic Type R.
Hey.
Hey.
There you go.
I had to.
I don't blame
I had
you.
to, for real.
I don't blame you. I do miss the BRZ, but if you were going to go with any other car, I would expect it to be the Civic.
It was the only option.
Gotta go
Like,
back to Honda.
I had to go back to the Honda.
They always
I mean, you-
always pull you back in.
They always pull you back.
You
You
literally
pull it
got
back in.
Honda Acura only. You got
Yeah.
a Honda Acura only, and you didn't have a Honda.
Yeah, that was like the number one question. It's like, why don't you drive a Honda? I was like, I'm working on it. I'm trying.
That's crazy. I can't believe it. But
I want to race.
you want to race.
I want to race in the C4, but I just don't know where I'm at yet because I haven't tested it.
January 11th.
January 11th, I'm gonna be there.
Are you going?
Of course.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh,
Of
yeah.
course.
What's
There
going to
you
be
go.
the first thing you put in that car?
I'm shopping for exhaust right now, and I gotta do the ECU upgrade,
Okay.
the Honda.
Is that the first one? That's got to be it.
You have to do it.
Yeah.
They say that it's like night and day.
That's going to be crazy.
So I want to do that with the exhaust. I'm not sure yet how far I want to go with that, but not too crazy because
No.
I have something else coming.
Can we
I have-
talk about that, or is that a secret?
We can talk about it. It's been a long process, and we're still waiting. So I haven't announced much about it.
All right.
It's a Honda CRV, and
Okay. Show it. Honda CRV.
I have
Honda
a
CRV.
a Honda
Oh, I did know.
CRV.
I knew about this.
Yes, it's a Honda CRV. It's gonna be
You're keeping secrets
an
too now.
exo.
I knew about this. I didn't say anything.
It's like an exo. I don't know what you call it. Like an exoskeleton.
Yeah. It's like just a shell.
It's just a shell. It's just like a cage.
What's inside of it?
It's a 4-seater, which it's gonna have 4 sparkle seats. I don't want to give out too much information.
all right.
But it's a 4-seater, which I haven't seen done yet. To this day, even with the long process, I still haven't seen it done. It's all-wheel drive, and
It's going to be fast.
I know it's gonna be light.
It's gotta be.
It's gonna be B series, and it's gonna be all motor. That I'll say. But it's gonna be. Just trust me. Just trust me.
I mean, you're brake boost champion. If anybody doesn't know,
just trust
Nicole,
me.
brake boost champion.
So earlier, my brother gave this very detailed list of where you've been. Where you going next?
For 2020, I definitely want to hit the West Coast. I have not been out there, but I'm gonna make my way over. I don't know if it's gonna be California or like Arizona or I don't know where, but I'm gonna go out there.
You've seen so many different places. Any insight of what you think the West Coast will be like?
I know it's gonna be hot.
Well, we're used to that.
We're used to that, but yeah. I mean, I know they have a lot of quality builds out there, but I'm also looking into getting myself into road racing and some of that, like something different than drag racing and car shows. So I've been looking into that too.
What makes the Florida scene different than everywhere else? Is it different than everywhere else?
I think each area has what makes it unique, but for the most part,
Don't be nice.
you don't be nice.
Never nice.
I mean, for the most part, you get a little bit of the same vibe, all over. But at the same time, it's like the same. It's like a good vibe. We're all there for the same reason, and for the love of the cars.
Yeah.
Even though I, for the most part, put a lot of my attention into Hondas. I love all cars, and I don't. Sometimes it looks like I don't look at other cars or whatnot, but I see them, and I'm always taking in all the quality builds.
Of course.
How do you guys think we can get more people out to the track?
Yeah, because we were talking about this before, and it's like there's a lot of people in those Colorado, Bandimere Speedway and Maryland. You see the stands are packed, and down here it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what show you go to. It's like pulling teeth to get people to come to the track. I've seen videos of like 6
it's
hot. That's not true, because I've literally seen 6 different car clubs, like 30 cars each, pull into some of these, like in these B-roll videos before these like big events at like H-Day, for instance. And I understand H-Day is a huge show, and I get it. But what made it a huge show is people going to the show.
Right.
If nobody goes to the shows down here, no, it's never going to get big. We have something, I don't mean to get crazy on you guys, but we have something down here that nobody else has. We have all year round racing. You go up north, it gets cold. I don't know if any of you have seen snow, off my Floridian viewers.
I have friends; their race cars are in the garage right now.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
They can't take them out.
When I have friends on Long Island that literally, because that's where I'm from, they literally have to trailer their stuff halfway down the country to race. We have something to take advantage of, and we don't. And I still haven't figured out why. In 3 years, I have no idea why people don't come to the track.
That was the next question. What's not clicking? Where's the
In your opinion, what do you think?
You've been around.
You've been around. I haven't traveled.
I would
as
love
much.
to see the stands full. I really would. I don't know why people don't go. A lot of times, we blame weather, but you can't always blame the weather. You got to get yourself out there and see how it goes, and sometimes wait it out. For example, my event, on the way there, it was raining, like pouring. Got there,
died. Nothing.
No, it was
No rain.
like if it never rained, sun.
Wait 15 minutes and you're fine.
No, I'll tell you that where
always.
Palm Beach International Raceway is, it's like in a either it's gonna rain and it's gonna pour and they're gonna cancel their track, or it's gonna rain everywhere around it in a big circle and nothing on the track. I've literally seen black clouds entirely around that track and nothing.
You know how many people were on the way to that show and they turned around because it was raining?
Stupid. I bet you they come in November.
I hope. I mean, I could just hope.
They better come in November, because that's going to be another banger.
I'm trying.
What else you have to
I'm
add?
already
Oh,
planning.
You're already planning?
I'm already planning.
You have to plan.
Yeah.
We're going to have you back on like halfway through the year. We're going to actually go into, stay tuned for that, by the way, because we're going to go back on halfway down the year with you if you're okay with coming back.
Of course.
And we're going to actually go into like the trophies in the show, the racing,
Updates.
what's going to go on, updates
Okay.
kind of as it gets, like as you start ironing out things and
Cool.
stuff like that.
We will
And
do that.
We're definitely going to do that. But I did want to ask, what else did you have going on? Because I know VMS is going some places. So what's coming down the
planning-
pipe?
Well, we'll be at SEMA again this year. We're planning on doing PRI as well for the first time.
Hell yeah.
We are making some moves with the wheels, making new applications. So we're moving into the domestic market.
Okay.
So we should see some new wheels soon. We're also working on some beadlock designs, and I mean, there's people running our wheels with beadlocks already, but
Yeah.
we're not offering nothing,
So they're converting it.
from the factory. Yeah,
They're
they're
converting
converting
it.
it. They're
Okay.
buying the kit and they're doing it. So we have people running. We've seen people run 8s on our wheels.
Not bad.
Well,
Yeah,
That's
without
not bad at all.
beadlock.
Without beadlock.
Without beadlock.
Damn.
oh,
Okay.
I think that was an all-wheel drive car, but still
without beadlock, that's impressive.
Yeah, big time.
mean,
We
you're
want to see 7s though on our wheels with beadlock.
So if you got a
I mean,
7,
either way.
If you got a 7 car,
We want to see it.
let's get it going.
Let's just say that.
I think that'd be
Reach
pretty
out.
legit.
let's make these connections happen.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
man. I think with a beadlock, definitely it's gonna happen. We're gonna see it.
It has to, because I know you guys make a great product. It wouldn't be growing as fast as it is if it wasn't. So
Dude, they're everywhere. They're
beadlock-
all over.
beadlock's
Hard
gonna be
work,
legit.
dedication.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. We all good?
we're good.
All right. Real quick, just want to share with you guys that beardedgaragistas.com is up. We've also started a Patreon account. There's a lot of things behind the scenes with that. You really need to go on to beardedgaragistas.com, read up on the Patreon, why you should be a part. Hopefully you donate and understand what you receive when you do that. And we also have a merchandise store as well. If you go on to beardedgaragistas.com, click shop, and you can see those. Right now we have a few pieces of merchandise up, and it's going to grow and grow and grow. We're also looking for designers and artists that want to come in from the car community and help us out with that as well and get their name out there. Hit us up, let us know, send us there's a contact link on the website, send us an email, and we'd love to hear from you. If you have anything to say to us, if you have any feedback about the episodes, feel free to send us an email. It's all through the website. We really appreciate you guys being with us. We are the Bearded Garagistas. This is Nicole Hobales.
I just want to say I'm really humbled to you have me on
I'm
the show.
humbled to have you
so
on.
thank you.
I don't
and
think
I
I'll-
want to.
Where can they find you at?
My Instagram is Nicole_VMS Racing, and you can follow my Honda page at HA only __.
It's got
That's
2
it.
underscores at the end. Word. Have a good one,
There you go.
everybody.
Have a good one. Bye.
Peace.